A New Orleans attorney says Mayor LaToya Cantrell has paid him more than $25,000 for her failed restraining order case. Attorney Justin Schmidt confirmed the payment to Fox 8. Judges ordered Cantrell pay Schmidt's attorney's fees and other costs as a result of her failed restraining order case against his client, Ann Bro. Cantrell alleges Bro stalked and harassed her after Bro took 2 photos from her balcony of Cantrell and now former NOPD security officer Jeffrey Vappy. This is while they were dining together. Multiple judges dismissed the case. Schmidt had threatened to take Cantrell to court over $25 grand, which could have resulted in Cantrell publicly explaining her private finances. Fox 8 has reached out to Cantrell's attorney.